couple things up.
Your hair looks really good today.
Yeah, I literally washed it like 45 minutes
It's
ago.
like moisturized.
No,
and
it's just
glistening.
wet.
Oh, it's wet. Okay. I was like, how did you?
Did you take a hot shower or a cold shower?
I took a hot shower. Why would I take a cold shower?
Dude, I just read about it.
Yeah, I've
Like,
read about it
so-
too, but have you tried it? It sucks.
That's the thing. It's supposed to be so good for you. I haven't started, but I'm gonna.
Fuck
And then
that,
I'll report
dude.
back on it.
All these people that want you to be miserable all the time. There's a whole religion called Jehovah's Witness, and the podcast has started. I want this out in the world. The whole premise of this religion is like life has to suck so that heaven's better, and that's fucking bullshit.
That's all religion.
Yeah, but this one's like especially. I had a friend growing up, and like he couldn't celebrate his birthday, and then they excommunicate you for like all sorts of shit. I remember
Totally.
he was like, "Yeah, he said that he was telling my dad about like his brothers, and he's like, and my brother, I forget his brother's name, but he was like, and we don't talk to him. My dad's like, oh really? Holy shit, what do you do? And he's like, hey, he smoked cigarettes.
Uh-oh.
Literally,
Oh my God.
the motherfucker smoked cigarettes and got excommunicated.
Wow.
So anyway. Yeah, don't. Because of that, I refuse
To take
Like
to
Jesus-
deprive myself of small pleasures in life, like a warm shower. God damn it!
Well, apparently, it
Unless
lowers your anxiety.
I don't give a fuck about that. There's drugs for that. I have
It's
as
as good as. Well, I don't like to take drugs, pills.
You don't like to take drugs?
No, because I just, for me, I like to find not drug ways into things if possible.
Yeah.
Like
By the way,
I'm
cheers.
super ADD.
Yeah, cheers to
cheers
to
with this,
some-
to the most common
cheers
drug in
to-
America.
yeah,
Cheers to finding ways to cope with things sober.
right. Well, I guess we should intro the podcast. You want to do it? You want to go for it, Paul? Take a.
Sure. Okay. We're doing this. We
Yeah.
were talking about it, so
And
we
now
might as well
it's
jump in.
happening.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining the Size 10 podcast. We're going to pause for a second so you can hit that like and subscribe button. It's somewhere on here. But we're excited because it's been a while since we have had
The crew.
the whole crew here. So let's introduce each other for new listeners, and then we'll just jump right back into it.
All right, I'm Nick Scalzone. You can find me on Instagram at Nick Scalzone Comedy.
I'm Bjorn RG. You can find me on all platforms, Bjorn RG Comedy.
And I'm Paul. Just follow Size 10
Yeah.
podcast, and you're essentially following me. So that'll do it.
Yeah, no, I had a big assignment due.
I know.
Dude,
So we recorded. We went
holy hell. I worked like
stag. We didn't go stag. We just we went. We did the podcast.
No,
without you.
I don't care what you did. I appreciate you giving me some time to work on that. So yeah, you whatever you guys did is
So
awesome.
how'd the assignment go? Or
I got it done. I got
Nice.
the fucker done.
So now
it
you're
was
just waiting
due
for the
Monday
results?
at midnight, and I got it done Monday at 10 p.m.
Okay, so this
Ooh,
is
2
gonna
hours ahead of
circle.
schedule.
I'm gonna circle back to the shower thing. You went through a hard thing, and it felt good, right? To like overcome something challenging,
Well, yeah, it felt like a weight was lifted.
right? So
But
you can
I-
get that every day with a cold shower. You get that. You get like a mini accomplishment. Like it's like running a mini marathon. Like it's a really hard thing to do, and then you can prove that you can do hard things.
Why
I
don't
am
you-
I'm so deep in the self-help game
This-
right now, dude.
It
It's
sounds like it, but
crazy.
I'd like to offer you some counter ideas that I'm making up right now.
I fucking
'Cause
make
here's the
my
thing.
bed. I already meditate.
Okay.
So I might as well be taking a cold shower at this
Dude, you're
point.
one step away from like sending women into a virtual world. I make my bed. You just like checked off the Jordan Peterson checklist.
Dude, making your bed. You accomplished some. I actually believe in this. You accomplished something. A win. One win. You just make your bed, and it's good enough. I don't fucking tuck the corners. I just like waft it in the air and make sure it's kind of even. And I'm also stoked because later, future Bjorn's like, oh hell yeah, I get to get into a made bed. I hate when my bed's not made. It like drives me crazy. I like that Paul gets up before me so that I can make the bed. It's become a weird obsession for me. But it's a small win. and I already win one thing. Like, what have you done in the day? I already won something.
All I do is win, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, if you're always winning, you know, you have too many wins. Well, so real quick, cold showers can help reduce inflammation, relieve pain, improve circulation, lower stress levels, and reduce muscle soreness and fatigue.
These are all things that I want in my life.
Counterpoint, hot showers, meanwhile, can improve cardiovascular health, soothe stiff joints, and improve sleep.
Yeah,
right?
bro. My
counterpoint
heart,
to that,
dude, my heart is
you
so good.
You do both, a little bit of both. You do cold.
No, you
for
could
a
do
minute,
one or the other.
And then you do hot, and then you finish hot. Start cold, finish hot, dude.
I always finish hot, dude.
Oh boy.
I don't know. I haven't officially tried. I've tried it one time and I couldn't do it.
So when you do it, I'm gonna put a mic in the shower so we can hear your reaction.
Yeah, there's no way it reduces.
I'm just gonna sound like a man in there.
No, you're not. You're
like,
gonna go. Oh, that's
either
cold.
either
Why
Bjorn,
the fuck am I doing this?
either Bjorn's taking a cold shower or he's jerking off. Oh fuck! Oh god!
Yeah. Oh god! Oh god! Oh god!
Oh fuck! Oh fuck! I'm almost there.
Wait, you're that vocal when you jerk off, dude. I do need to be on your
live your
self-help.
goddamn
I
life.
need to be on your self-help regimen. I got a lot of shame to cut out, apparently.
Just like, I don't know, you gotta let your partner know if you're in it, you know.
When you're jerking off alone,
You
your
gotta
partner
let
needs
yourself
to know about that.
You gotta let everyone know.
No, I thought that was between you and the Lord.
You know, and your neighbors and my neighbors as well.
All right.
We live in an apartment.
I
So.
guess you learn something new every day. Holy smokes.
Dude, a lot's happened since you were last on. Mm-hmm. We can't wear Yeezys anymore.
Yeah, that is too bad.
Should we take this sign down?
No.
Okay. Oh, thank you for really thinking about it.
Yeah, no,
we spent
we're
too much
on
money.
record having had the sign a long time before Kanye was on record being anti-Semitic
Okay.
while having
Well,
a
dude,
severe mental breakdown.
we had an experience like we were in like this gluten-free donut shop, which is gonna segue nicely into the next topic.
Yeah, your next thing.
My other self-help thing that I'm doing. So much has happened, but we were in there and it was like an old Kanye song came on, and I was like, "Wait, can we?" I'm like, "Oh fuck, this is like a good ass song." Like, and it's like happy, and I don't even remember what song it was. It was a Good Morning or something. I don't know. No, it wasn't Good Morning.
Yeah,
but
I don't.
like.
I'm reserving my judgment on that type of stuff until we see the outcome of all this.
I know.
Here's my whole thing with it is like, you know, I'm glad he's finally seeing some consequences from doing wild shit.
Yeah.
And he definitely took it further this time than he ever has.
Mm-hmm.
I hope he actually gets help. Because my thing is, like, this is the first time that him having, like, a crazy mental break like this and just saying the wildest shit he can come up with has, like, really cost him a bunch of money.
It cost him $1.5 billion.
Minimum.
That's the
We don't know his full value.
Oh no, they
of
just came
Did
out
they
with
just
it
come
by
out with
losing those deals. He went from being worth $2 million to
$2 billion.
or $2 billion. Now he's
400 million.
400 million.
Yeah.
So yeah, he lost.
Who
money.
cares? Like,
I mean,
at a certain point, the difference between 400 million and 2 billion. I know it's a lot.
Is the third
But
comma,
like a
dude.
lifestyle.
Did you never watch Silicon Valley?
No, but a
the
lifestyle.
guy with the 3 comma club.
How different is your lifestyle? Let's be honest.
If
like,
you're
really.
a rapper and like half your job is yelling about how much money you have, going from the richest one to not the richest one, big bummer.
Who's the richest one? The other two Migos guys.
Oh, that's sad.
Oh,
So mean. R.I.P. Takeoff. I was bummed about that.
I don't know why I was just itching to
You just
drop
needed
that in there.
Yeah, you needed a topical
We're staying
reference.
topical. We're staying topical.
There we go. No, I think Jay-Z is a billionaire, and I
Yeah.
know Dr. Dre is a billionaire from selling headphones.
Oh yeah.
So like,
But that's more business.
well, Kanye was sort of a billionaire
That's
because of
true.
business too.
That's
He was a
true.
billionaire because of shoes, and like
Yeah.
more because of the value of the brand,
Mm.
which now has no value.
Yep.
So it's one of those things that
Oh.
he's the what I've seen people talk about online that I hope happens is that he like wakes up from this like manic episode and like realizes everything he's lost and actually gets help.
And maybe reevaluate who's around him in his life.
Yeah, and gets better people and maybe listens to people.
He probably has just a bunch of yes people around him that are just like, yeah, that idea, crazy, love it, let's do it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
White Lives Matter. Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's a great shirt.
I'll
Go wear
screen
that.
print it for you.
Yeah, I'll make it.
Yeah, I mean, some of this might be overly optimistic because also it would require a level of him admitting wrongdoing and listening to other people.
And his ego's too big for that.
Which he does have quite the ego. I think at some point when you truly believe that you're a deity, maybe some of that goes out the window. It's hard to know.
This might be another one where you guys boo me on this one, but is he kind of like, you know how there's like the yeah, Paul's ready with the boo. You know how there's like the rock stars that die young? Like he's the one that didn't die young and just kept going. So like this is what like Hendrix would be if he was still around, or like doing some like wild other stuff.
Possibly,
Like,
possibly just because of like some like Jim Morrison and Jimi Hendrix. Like those guys did so many goddamn drugs. They might have broke their brain to the point they started saying really wild shit.
Really wild stuff. I mean, he said wild stuff then.
Jimi Hendrix did?
I feel like
Did
no,
he
not
say
Jimi
anything
Hendrix.
offensive?
I'm thinking
Jim Morrison of the Doors. He definitely said some wild stuff.
because he was just about pushing boundaries and pushing lines.
You're right. He would have
The
probably...
line that he was pushing was very minor at the time.
Yeah.
But like I feel like he would still be
he
to
was
push
he
that.
was trying to be a bit of a provocateur.
Yeah.
Which is definitely a bit of Kanye's MO.
So
for sure.
he would be wearing a MAGA hat as well. at
You're
this
right.
point. Like Jim Morrison would be full Trumpy.
Well, I mean, another thing, it's sad, but I feel like Kanye, there's a chance that this ends, not if it's this one or another one, it could end with him, passing away.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's kind of a bummer just because I've been a fan of the guy, like, since he started making music. And, like, it's kind of sad to watch somebody kind of deteriorate like that and I mean, what he said is indefensible, but like watching the downward spiral and the fact that every time it happens, just everybody makes a spectacle of the guy, makes fun of him, and it's just like, this fucking guy, he's stupid, he's crazy, but like no one really seems to help him.
I think with success should also come mental health checks too,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that goes across the board for everybody. Because I mean, how many like Britney Spears? I mean, let's talk about that. Now that's different because there was a conservatorship, but she's. I mean, I follow her on Instagram, still love her. She has every right to be as crazy as she wants to be. But I'm just going to say this on the record, and I might get hate, but she's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
And I love it, but I think it's our society loves to build people up, and then once they get too big, it's like take them down. Now, Kanye did absolutely wrong, but I think people like that he did that because now we can take him down. So
it kind of reminds me of like some of when businesses get too big, where it's like the thing that got them here is not going to get them there because it's like a mentality of build your business at all costs, and then once you become the biggest thing, it's like how do you continue to build at all costs? Like to innovate once you're at all costs,
and then once you're in the eye, then it's like you're so big, you're already the best. Now you look mean if you do things at all costs, right?
Right. So then it's like you get like a Walmart,
or an Amazon. Amazon's probably the best example of that because it's like all you ever hear about them is like how evil they are. It's like, well, I mean, I fucking bought shit from them this week.
Yeah, did you cancel your account?
Nope. B&H photo and video.
Oh yeah, that's right. We got the
hell yeah.
We got most of the equipment.
Support small business.
What about a
slightly smaller business?
A lot of stuff.
Yeah, no, half of this is Amazon though.
Half of this crap's Amazon that's in here.
Yeah, so it's like
the cables these are Amazon.
But yeah, just like the fact that like it seems like there's not a lot of people helping the guy.
Yeah.
And really they're just kind of waiting for the next time he has a manic episode just to make another spectacle of him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and he doesn't help himself, obviously, but he's also mentally ill.
Yep.
So at some point, you would hope that someone in his corner would be like, "Hey, man,
Yeah.
enough with the phone.
I've just been
We're gonna take your phone
Like,
away.
yeah,
We'll
right.
give you a fake phone.
yeah.
Just
Give him an
give him a
iPod.
phone that's got an app that looks like Twitter but goes nowhere,
Because
and let
Like
him
a
yell
closed-end Twitter
about
account.
whatever group of people he's angry with that
it
day.
automatically
He
gets a
can
million
yell at
likes.
them. Yeah, exactly. It's just like, wow, Kanye.
I don't think that'll help him though. He's like 1 million likes. I'm right. You know.
Yeah, but like if he could just yell at the wall, it'd just be like, okay, now you didn't ruin your career. Now that you're out of that,
Yeah.
let's go.
We're
Let's
gonna get
talk.
through this.
We're gonna take you to talk to a guy,
Yeah.
and you're gonna figure out why you were saying that, and figure out a new thing to say.
Yeah.
You know, but he's not getting any help. So
So it is what it is.
so it is what it is, and I can't wear half of my goddamn shoes
Mm-hmm.
for like a little while at least. We'll see how it shakes out.
It does
Other
feel
than the
weird.
slides, I can still wear the slides
Yeah.
because I wear them in my house, and they're
Right.
so goddamn comfortable. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, they are comfortable.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
Mhm.
Should we talk about we've talked about drinking ranch water
Yeah, we're
before.
drinking ranch water.
And we're drinking it because I am new to this whole gluten-free thing. And this
Mm-hmm.
is gluten-free. And then I had it in my fridge, so I brought it.
And why are you gluten free?
Because I have been shitting myself for the past 2 years,
Okay.
basically.
So you're not. I just want the people to know that you're not bullshit gluten free. This isn't a thing you read in the book right next to take a cold shower.
Right,
it wasn't
right.
like
Yeah,
stop
yeah.
eating bread
Stop eating.
and take a cold shower.
Dude,
and
that
your
was probably
life
in that
will
book.
suddenly be awesome.
And so, like, I knew about, like, all the upsides to, like, going gluten-free. Like, I've read about that stuff, but I was like, I'm not fucking doing that.
But isn't it one of those things where if you moderate it, for the majority of people, it's fine, and then there's some people who, I think this will segue into what you were going to say, you have one of God's special tummies.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Well, I've also been reading it's like you can develop it later in life, which because this wasn't like it was like I've been eating gluten stuff my whole life, and it was just recent that I was just like trying to figure out what was going on with me. 'Cause I'm like, all right, I just was ignoring it for a really long time, and then I started to be like, all right, let's really dig into this. And then I think it was the second shitting my pants story that I told on stage. And Eliza's like kind of concerned and was like,
she's like, you've
do
been...
you think that there's like anything else going on? Like, I haven't trusted a fart in over 2 years.
Wow.
Because I am batting 2-0 or
yeah,
whatever, whatever the like.
Yeah, I'm not a sports
It's
guy.
not-
I
I'm not a
honestly,
sports
I don't
guy.
I don't know what I know 1,000 is a good batting average,
I am
like the best possible. So
Yeah.
I think less than that is bad.
the last 2 years, 1,000% it would.
You were
not-
batting 1,000 on shitting
on
yourself.
shitting myself.
Okay.
He was going pro.
I was going pro. On shitting myself.
Yeah, so I guess that is time to make a change.
So I was like, all right. And I thought it was cheese. It was not cheese. And then cheese is easier to cut out of your life than gluten. Holy shit. This is way harder than I thought.
Yeah, I guess because it's like, it's bread, which encompasses so many foods. Like,
Flour.
yeah, bread, tortillas, pizza, like any kind of bread, right? So like,
Soy sauce.
oh, soy sauce has it?
Most dressings have it. Dude, it is fucking
Now what?
bullshit.
To what level do you have to go gluten free?
Well, I'm
like
just
if you,
trying to do it. I'm trying to cut it out, you know?
Yeah, so
And
you're
my
gonna cut it
thought-
for like a month and then
and
start
see-
bringing like soy sauce and shit like that, like little bits of it, and see if
Maybe I might A/B test it, you
Yeah.
know? like have some teriyaki. And it's like, all right, how am I doing the next
He's
day?
like, don't tickle
Keep
me
a-
for the next few days.
Yeah.
Babe. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Keep a shit journal.
Yeah.
Was solid
like-
again today.
So like the only fried chicken you can get now is it like Korean
Panko.
or Japanese fried chicken, like whatever has
The
the rice flour instead
Yep.
of regular flour.
Yep. I can't.
Nice.
My favorite sushi restaurant, which now we've been to like 3 times in the last
What,
week.
Bamboo?
Yeah.
Bamboo's good.
All their stuff's gluten free, except for like their burger, which is the bun.
Wait, what
is
the
the
hell
only part that
in
isn't.
sushi would have gluten though.
Oh, anything fried.
Oh, like if it's fried with.
Sashimi, or no, not sashimi. What's that called when it's fried?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Tempura.
Tempura. Anything tempura.
That has wheat
also the
flour?
soy sauce.
I would have thought
But
tempura
I
would
think
have.
tempura can be
rice
made
flour.
with rice
It can be-
traditionally.
traditionally it's with rice, but it's more expensive, so people do it the cheap way,
with
which
regular
is with
flour.
Regular flour, and then the soy sauce has to be tamari. If it's tamari, then
So
it
like
is
regular like
gluten-free.
Kikkomen or whatever, like the cheap
Yeah.
shit has gluten in it for some reason.
Yeah, I don't understand
Huh.
that. That's weird. Like,
I guess it's just made in the same plant or something.
I mean, it's so frustrating. It's just like it just feels. It's frustrating, and it is just glaring to me when I'm seeing. It's like, oh my god, this is in every single. Like I don't. I was like, I've not had a meal that was gluten free for a while, and so I mean, other than like the one off to Bamboo Sushi or whatever, but like most of the time, it's like. It was in everything. Like literally, I was like, all right, I'm going to start this on Monday. And I didn't plan. I didn't think it was, to me, I was approaching it like, oh, I'm quitting drinking alcohol.
yeah, like
Like
you
it's
went,
just like,
you went cold turkey
I just
on gluten.
won't drink something. And then I realized it's like you really have to try. Like it's hard. It's not an easy thing. Like you really have to put you have to read labels. But really, I mean, I complain about it, but really at the end of the day, it's just like, I just have to find, the workarounds, and we live in the best city ever.
We
for
definitely
that.
would live in a pretty good city for that. There's got to be a lot of workarounds.
There's a ton. I mean, it just is like pretty much most fast food I can't do, or
Yeah.
like I just have to be like without the bun,
Yeah,
but it's good. It's good and bad. It's like
it's
like
one of
last
those
night,
things where fast food on its own is already bad
it's
for you.
like
So
I
it's
shouldn't
like
be. Yeah.
it's probably better to just
But
like
dude, I've been just so hungry all the time. Like I'm just constantly hungry. We ate at Bamboo Sushi. I know we mentioned it a lot, but we've gone 3 times.
Shout out Bamboo Sushi.
Yeah, shout out Bamboo.
Send some certificates our way.
I know. Let's get some of this back. Yeah, they send us a $50. It's like, oh, this will handle the appetizers.
Instead of Yeezys, we're spending that money on sushi now.
Yeah, we've
yeah,
just
this is you guys are bougie. You're going to like the best sushi place in town 3 times in a week. That's like a place you go to celebrate some
I
shit. And you
know.
guys are just like, well, I want lunch on Tuesday.
Monday.
Can I get? Yeah, you're going in there for getting fatty tuna for fucking lunch. Okay,
Pretty much, dude.
Sodium good though.
Oh, it's
guys
so
are
good.
fancy people.
But it's just like we know we like it, and it's the only thing I've been able to find. I mean, I've been finding other things. We found this place called Mochi Donuts. They're all gluten free, and they have this breakfast sandwich that's so good. It's made with the donuts as the bread, and then it's just like egg and cheese. And then what was the sauce? It's like a
Tonkatsu sauce.
what that.
Yeah.
What
which
about
is like a sweet, but it's more savory.
Okay, what
sweet.
about whole bowl? You ever had whole bowl?
I have. I don't know. Is it because it's just rice?
Brown rice,
Yeah.
beans,
Well,
cheese,
the
sour
thing
cream.
is, most
Yeah.
a lot
like
of things that
avocado.
you wouldn't even think are gluten free because they're just naturally gluten free. Like
Yeah.
like Asian, like traditionally prepared Asian meals.
Yeah.
They don't use flour there, so it's all rice based. So you can probably
true.
go to most
Yeah.
Asian restaurants, skip the soy sauce, and it's just rice, meat, and panko.
yeah, it
You're
would just
fine.
be a matter of like depending on the sauces.
Yeah.
You know, like if you're getting stir fries and stuff. Some of the
And then like
sauces
the
probably
fried
have soy
chicken
sauce.
stuff, I gotta like, and of course they open that Dave's Hot Chicken like a lot from my goddamn
And
house.
we probably mentioned
drive
like
by
3-4
it.
episodes.
We drive by it every time we come to the
Yeah.
studio. But anyway, that's kind of the gluten free.
But are you seeing the results from just this past week?
I'm feeling better. Yes, I am feeling better. So
Nice.
I'm like reluctantly like, all right. this
You're
is
probably
a
also gonna
thing.
like lose weight, just because like
Maybe. And those cold
And just
showers,
be-
dude. That's gonna also help me. 'cause
That's
it
not going to
helps
do
with your
fucking
metabolism.
thing. Here's the thing: if you took a nice warm shower and then you did 10 push-ups the moment you got out, you would lose more weight and be healthier and still have that accomplishment.
You know what?
It'd be better for you.
I'm so glad I brought this up because
Yeah.
I was kind of on the fence with the idea.
With the cold showers?
And the more
The
that
fact
we
that I
talk
hate
about it,
you
and the
wanna
more
lead
you
it.
hate about it, I'm like, I might take one when I get home.
I want you to. I want you to go and freeze your fucking
Before
dick
bed.
in the shower.
I want my balls to disappear. That's how you
You
know
want a shriveled
it's a
up-
good shower.
Tiny little shriveled up cold dick.
Yep.
You just
Yep.
want to look down and be even sadder. You'll
Oh,
be
yeah.
cold and miserable,
Cold
and then
and
look
sad.
down and be like, "And I have a small dick."
Hell
That's
yeah.
what you want,
Oh yeah.
and that's going to be
All
good
that.
for your self-esteem.
And-
You're going to get out and feel good about
And
yourself.
well,
You're
here's
going to be shivering with a small
the
dick,
theory,
and that's going to make you feel
Yeah.
better.
Dude, the theory is it
fucking
it
stupid.
turns on your fight or flight response.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
And so then it depletes the thing
You gotta.
that makes
you
you
should do MMA,
be
dude.
anxious.
You should do MMA and do some real fighting and flighting.
It's a real fight and flight. Fight
Fucking
or flight.
standing in the cold shower.
Oh, but it's like it's right there. You can just do it. You just have access to it. It's like a cool thing.
Yeah, you could go get in a fight.
I know.
You
like,
shouldn't, but you could.
How cool is it that you can just change one thing in your daily routine and then feel better and be healthier? Like, and it makes your skin better and it's good for your hair somehow. I don't understand that part, but
Nah, that's.
I'm like,
I don't believe any of this.
dude, I am convincing myself that this is a great idea.
Dude, you sound like you're
And
trying
we
to
are
sell
going to
me
check
crystals
in.
right
We're
now.
going to check in. I'm going to do it on my whole trip. On our whole trip to Palm Springs, I'm going to be taking cold goddamn showers.
You guys are going to be
I'm not going
staying.
to ease into it like
Here's
my
the thing.
original plan. I'm
Here's-
going to go straight. How cold can it possibly be where it's still, water is still coming out? Because it's like, you have to turn it. So it's like, water's just, so I have enough pressure.
You want to hear my rebuttal of that?
know what I mean?
Specifically for your Palm Springs vacation,
Yes.
where you're going to stay in luxurious, nice places.
Yeah.
Where
yeah.
people have probably put thought and effort into the showers. They probably have those nice rain showers,
Yep.
those fancy ones.
Yep. And I'm going to take a cold ass one of them.
Right. You realize that we all only live for a finite amount of years, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to deprive yourself of a nice rain shower. You're going to go into a rain
Hell yeah,
shower
dude.
and you're going to go
For the first
"Oh,
60 seconds, and then
Yeah.
the rest,
that's
the other
60 shitty
the
seconds.
rest, I'm gonna
that
be
you're
nice
never
and warm
getting
and
back.
enjoying myself.
You never get those 60 seconds back. Those could have been warm, blissful 60 seconds. And instead, you're going to go, ugh, like that. You're going to
Yeah.
make that fucking face.
I'm gonna go. Oh,
on
fuck.
vacation.
Yeah, on vacation. Actually,
You're going to say, ouch, that's cold.
when I lived in Vegas, I would take cold showers for real. Because I actually had issues with getting heat exhaustion.
Yeah, you needed like the relief
and
from
I
the heat.
needed to cool myself down.
Right,
and
which is
so I would actually go take
the
a
equivalent of
cold shower.
taking a hot shower on a day like today when it's
Do
cold
you know
and
who
miserable
would
outside.
benefit from a cold shower right now?
Who?
Kanye West.
Oh yeah.
I think that he could probably
Have
use
He
you
a
ever
might
been
need it
so
to
drunk
snap out.
Yeah.
that you went and took a cold shower? Have you done
No.
that one? 'Cause it helps you sober up.
No, I think the only time I've been that drunk, I passed out and went to the hospital.
In the shower?
No, just on the road. On the sidewalk in Bozeman. I've told this story, haven't I?
Yeah.
Go back in the catalog if you want to hear
Yeah, yeah.
about. Listen to
It's
the
back
first 50 episodes and find which
Yeah,
one
I
it's
don't
in.
know which one it's in.
But at
either.
some point, I talk about passing out on the sidewalk in Bozeman, Montana, and waking up in a hospital.
We've
a fun
put
time.
hints in every single episode, and if you can come up with the storyline,
Yeah.
you'll get $1 million.
Or is it
No,
you that
kidding.
was saying like there's definitely enough of us on this to like
Oh, they
build a
could make
conscious,
deep fakes.
deep fake, that is.
Yeah.
A collective consciousness is
I
what
mean,
my brain went. and
Don't
I'm like, that's not
please,
what
but,
it is.
But like they could, yeah.
They could deep fake us.
I think they
Love it.
probably could. Because I think, isn't it just, it's literally just training an algorithm, right?
I
And so
suppose.
you just need enough.
Wait, what if we're self-aware algorithms right now?
Cool.
I like it.
I'm into it.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
fair.
let's get into
Lets me off the hook.
into the shoes that we brought. You wore the Vibergs.
I did.
I wore my Adidas Treks or whatever.
The cold ready with not all the vowels.
What are they called?
Terex.
Terex.
But they say cold ready spelled CLDRDY.
These remind me of like mountaineering boots.
Yeah, I bought you those
They're
from the
sporty.
employee store last year
Yeah,
for
dude,
Christmas.
for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
To replace these, which I freaking love which are my Danner boots. I'm going to look at what they're actually called. The
Skyridge
Skyridge is what these are. I got these at the not employee store.
Wait, are these old? These look brand new. Or fairly new.
Dude, I actually have used them a lot. These are like
whole
winter.
Oh, you didn't buy those to replace. I bought you those.
You bought me these.
Just because I thought that you would like the way they look.
No, these weren't worn out yet.
No,
I used to. This is what I would walk. These are my winter walking to work when I used to walk to work. Boots. I would have sneakers for when I was in the warehouse, which was here. Actually.
So do these have Gore-Tex or something? Are they waterproof?
Dude, they're totally waterproof. So like they're sick. I remember when we had the snow. This is what I rocked, and like the water just beads up on them. They're rad. And they're
the colorway is Skyridge Dark Earth.
Yeah,
and sounds like a gun color.
I like the laces. The other set of laces they come with are really cool too.
Like a second. I've been meaning to put them in.
Ooh, those are cool. I think those would look pretty neat in here. They kind of match this.
So this is the over on Airport Way.
Yeah, the Danner store over there.
The Danner store.
Because Danners are made here, or like the companies here. These I don't think. These aren't.
So
made
these
here,
go for about $190 retail, anywhere from $150 to $190.
Nice.
Okay.
What did you pay? $75.
$160.
Oh, $160.
Okay.
The receipt's in the box. Still.
Nice.
That's
No,
the
these
only
are
way.
nice. I had a pair of Danners for a while for like my hunting boots, like back when I was a teenager.
Yeah.
And I wore them for a lot of seasons. I wore the hell out of those.
These are really comfy.
I still have them. They still work. I just eventually I kind of packed them out and needed a new pair.
I like how they're like a shoe.
Yeah,
kind of.
they're like a hybrid sneaker boot
Yeah.
thing. Like they're not a boot, but they're not a sneaker.
Yeah, and the waterproofness of them is so good. I was very impressed with that because like I've had waterproof other stuff, but
they look new. They look pretty
These
much
look like
new.
a new pair.
It's funny because it's like I mostly have worn them like in the snow or the rain, and that's why they look like this because they're constantly getting wet.
Cleaned.
Not muddy really. Well, they'll get muddy, but then like I'll walk through the snow and it cleans them off.
Self-cleaning. I like it.
But yeah, I remember when I got these, it took like a lot in my personal power to not buy. There was like 3 other ones that I liked.
And you were like, you wanted the collection.
Yeah, and I was like, I gotta stop.
I really want a pair of the Mountain
one.
Lights, the Danner Mountain Light.
Which one are those? There's these ones that were like black with blue laces that I was also looking at.
That might be it, but
They might
it's
be.
like they're the ones that are made here in Portland. They're like $400, I think, but
I was looking at these, but
they're like a very classic hiking boot look. I really want a pair of those. Those look really cool.
I tried those on. They hurt.
And
my
actually,
feet.
speaking of Viborg, I believe they actually sold the last for these to Viborg for the Viborg hiker.
Okay.
And it's like they both can make it, but they sold the rights that they could also make it.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
Viborg has a hiking boot that has like roughly that same shape, but it's like $800, which is a lot.
It's like it just reminds me of like a mountaineering, and I also wanted when I got these, I kind of wanted to support like the local. Like,
yeah, that's part of why I would want one of these because this is the style that's made here in Portland. So this is like made in America by Americans that like live in my town.
Yeah,
which is pretty sweet.
Yeah, they kind of. But yeah, the other ones I was looking at were basically these ones here, but with blue laces. And
yeah, if you go to the Danner site, they've got like 20 colorways of this, like all different browns and blacks with like different colors of laces. Like,
but that's
light tan.
Interesting, you guys bringing
brown.
up that point that these do look like they're brand new, and I actually have used them.
They aged really
lot.
well.
They have not really aged much.
Yeah,
and I really have walked in them. I mean, like you can see, like look at how the toe is pretty worn. Like if you look at the tread, the toe is actually
the toe
pretty
is
worn.
a little worn.
Like
the rest of the tread though.
They've been making them for 90 years. So they're about to come out with their 90th anniversary edition.
Oh, maybe that's the one I should get. Look at that. That looks like a classic American hiking.
They hurt my feet a little too much.
They seem like they would hurt your feet like a son of a bitch for the first like 20 times you wore them, and then they would break in, and then they would be awesome.
Yeah.
Like these seem like you would have to make an investment of money and pain in getting them to not suck.
I I will admit these ones do hurt my feet a little bit, but I just wouldn't. I would wear them I would just hike and then take them off.
You know what hiking boots you should look at if you want to get a really nice pair of hiking boots?
A third pair of hiking
No, like a super premium pair. Is the Kenetrek.
Okay.
They're from Montana. My dad has a pair. My dad has super, super wide feet. They make like a quadruple E, like extra wide.
Dang.
It's the only hiking boot he's found that properly fits his foot. And they're, probably.
Oh, I've heard of them.
Yeah, they're made in Montana. See if there's like a low or a mid top one. Anyway, these are awesome, and I feel like if you ever decide to get a super primo hiking boot, like that one there, like that would be a boot based on how they fit my dad.
These were to replace my Columbia hiking boots that I had that I did. So when I lived in, I wish I had these when I lived in Minnesota.
But dude, with your
because
new
I had
gluten-free cold shower lifestyle, you're going to have to hike way more.
I need to hike more as well.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to have the energy to hike more because
yeah, I mean, you're going to have so much energy every morning you're going to take a 1-minute cold shower, and you're going to be like, holy shit, dude. I got to fucking hike so much, dude. I gotta walk and run.
I need to go for a hike.
You're going to be like, I need to do a triathlon today because I haven't done one yet. I just took a cold shower, and so now I'm ready. And that's so
cold ready.
Exactly. Like those
these.
You see, I was so far ahead. I was playing 4D chess when I bought you those shoes.
Yeah. Okay.
I didn't even know it, but now I know it.
Now you do.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's how much of a genius I am.
So should we ask the question and then do the segment?
Yeah, Bjorn. Those shoes, these Danners that apparently you've already worn a lot, but they look pretty new. Are these are you going to blow the back out of these, or are these a pavement princess?
So my intention was to blow the back out on them, but my new lifestyle, I haven't been walking as much, and I've been rocking the Cold Ready. I found the Cold Ready Adidas that we did, and those have kind of replaced these, but
you've been wearing these more? These finally broke in, the ones on your feet?
No, I've been wearing those.
Oh, those.
I literally have been wearing, I wore
Ultra Boost.
Those Ultra Boosts. Because, this was like my walking to work in the rain, walking to work in the snow. Well, now I drive to work.
Yeah. Well, and that was when you lived over here, right?
And that's when I lived right here. So I just don't do that anymore. And all I really do is I'll walk the dogs, and I prefer the Ultra Boost over this.
So what is your final answer?
But I still want to blow the back out on them. So blow the back out. I'd like to blow the back out on these. I'm gonna try. I'm actually glad we're talking about them. I should start. I'm gonna leave them out so that I wear them.
Yeah, now that you're gluten free, I think you need to wear hiking boots to places where you're not gonna hike.
Well,
like when you go to a bakery and then ask them for a gluten free thing,
they'll look at my feet.
Then
and they'll go,
be wearing hiking boots.
Bjorn.
When you're not hiking. Yeah, if you're wearing hiking boots but you're not hiking, like you're definitely not going to hike that day, but you have hiking boots, it'll make more sense when you go to a bakery and then you're like, you have anything gluten-free? And they're like, no, we literally just sell bread here. Like,
no, what I say is, I'm gay. Do you have anything gluten-free? And then I'm like, what now, bitch?
Right,
then they have
to be polite. They roll their eyes, and you actually said,
I'm a F word.
Well, you do definitely.
I love how I didn't say
you
it.
set LGBT relations back when you do things like that. You know? But
dude, I said glutard and said that I'm totally glutarded on stage.
Yeah.
This weekend to a group of hippies in their backyard
nice.
at the show that I was. It did not go well. They did.
Oh, they were mad at you.
They were on board for everything but that. And I was like, whatever. I think it's funny. And I was like, they did laugh when I said, no, it's okay. I'm allowed to say it. You're not.
Oh, nice.
And then they laughed.
Well, okay, so then they were waiting for the conclusion.
Permission.
Of that joke.
They needed permission.
Yeah, they were all looking at each other like, ooh,
and
I don't know.
They did grab a number of these stickers, so
hopefully they
might be looking and listening right now. So
that's the hope.
Yeah. Shout out to those hipsters.
Yeah, or they just put Pavement Princess stickers on their vans that they live out of.
Good enough. Hey, vans get seen more than, I don't know, fridges or whatever.
They got that. There was just a lot of van life vibes
Nice.
at this show. It was sick. It
Well,
was awesome.
that corresponds with like the sticker community. I feel like
Yeah.
van life people are almost universally fired up about stickers.
They have like I Hike, a
Yeah.
Danner boot company sticker.
They probably do have Danner boots advertised on the outside of their van.
for their one pair of boots.
Honestly,
they're
they probably
minimalists.
don't even own a pair
They
of
take
Danner
cold
boots
showers
anymore.
too. I bet.
Yeah, but because they have to.
Dude, I got to tell you about this show. So there was soaking tubs and there was a cold plunge too.
Did you jump in?
No,
there wasn't an
I
ice
didn't.
bath. Are
It
you
was
going to start
basically-
taking ice baths?
Dude, I'd like to.
You should do cryotherapy.
That sounds. I want to do a float tank so bad.
There's
That
one
sounds
like
dope.
2 blocks from my house. You could do it.
Damn.
It's called the
If I could
Float
only find parking. I'm kidding.
Shop.
There's one called Float On.
But there's one called the Float Shop with 2 P's and an E.
Okay.
And it's like
Shoppy.
it's right next to the whole bowl. You could go to the float shop
And then
and
a
float
whole
in a
bowl.
tank and then get a whole bowl, which is gluten free.
I
And
could
then go
go to-
down to the Pearl and go to the cryo tank
And
and
then
then-
go to Bamboo Sushi on 23rd.
and then call Joe Rogan because he loves all of these things and get our podcast big.
Oh my
I think
God.
that's a good plan.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah. It's
Yeah, I was hoping the COVID vaccine would give me half a heart attack so I could get on Rogan, and unfortunately I've had 4 different shots and it hasn't worked out. So now it's on you to get us
Okay.
on there
Okay.
with being a gluten-free
cold
person.
guy. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
you got to jump in some ice and then tell people it changed your fucking life and
Dude.
get on Rogan.
So I have to tell you about the bathroom, and then
Uh-huh.
and then let's do the segment. But the bathroom, it had the doors to the toilet space on a porch. Essentially, there was a toilet on a porch with you know those things that in like cowboy movies they go
saloon
into a
doors?
saloon door. Yeah. It was just 2 of those,
Yeah,
and then a toilet with a heated toilet seat,
nice. That sounds like the height of luxury.
which I've never thought was more necessary than when you have an outdoor toilet.
That's a weird place to have a toilet. So they had an outdoor toilet.
Mm-hmm.
Was it plumbed?
Yeah.
Okay,
Fully.
so it would flush into a pipe that went into the rest of...
The
plumbing.
Yeah, they had like it was like 3 ADUs. And like and then they had like a fireplace. Like it looked like there was a house there, and then they took the house out and all that was left was the fireplace.
So they just
And there
had
was a
taken out a
fire
house,
going.
and there was a fireplace and a toilet.
Yep.
Was all that was left.
And then but then there's a house in front of all of that
Okay.
as well that a whole bunch of people lived in. It was cool. And then I did comedy for them.
Okay.
Yeah. So
It was a fun time.
it was a good time. I'm glad. I do not regret doing it. I mean, I complained a lot.
Yeah,
but
you were whining about it.
I was.
For all the hours that I was around you leading up to it. We were at bowling, and you were
was
just like,
dude,
this is going to be a shit show. This is going to suck.
and it was okay.
Yeah.
It went.
Well,
it
look at that.
Went as well as it could. Half the audience left right before my set started. I was
And
like,
the other
cool.
half left when you said glue tarded.
Yeah, and the other half, and the owner of the place stayed and laughed at the rest of my jokes. No,
Nice.
the 5 people on Molly that were making out had a great time. I don't know if they were on Molly, but it felt like they might be.
But they were making out for the whole time.
Well, there was a bed that
Like 5 people making out with the other 5 people?
I wasn't fully paying attention to that. I was kind of more focused on the 30 minutes of stand-up comedy that I was trying to do.
I mean, it's interesting there's an odd number because making out, as far as I know, is like a 2-person activity.
Yeah.
So there's definitely some like
Cross-contamination.
I think there was a mirror in there. So somebody was making out with themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There was
the
one
Kanye
mirror.
method.
yeah the
Yeah.
Kanye method.
Someone was using their elbow. It was a whole thing. It was a good. I do like that I said 5 people making out. That's hilarious.
Yeah, well, I was starting to do the math. I was like,
like, how is this?
as far as I know, that's a 2. That's very much a 2-person thing. I feel like
It's 2 couples and 1 other person.
Mm.
I
And
don't
the
know.
other person,
I don't
were
know
they
if
trying to tag in, or were
I'm
they were
not
just
sure.
hanging out being a creep?
It was just a real cuddle puddle.
A
Going on.
cuddle puddle.
It was a puddle of cuddle.
sounds really gross. Actually, that
Was
sounds
a-
icky.
If there's, is it a triple cuddle or would it be a quad cuddle?
That would be a quint.
pent-
That would be a quint cuddle.
Is it quint or
Quint
pent?
tuddle.
quint cuddle?
Quint.
Quint is 5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
quint cuddle.
What's pent? Is that 6?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pentagon. I thought that was 5. Why is the Pentagon?
because it has 6 points.
Oh, but there's 5 sides.
Oh, wait.
Why is the Pentagon like the government building? That's a 5-sided thing.
Pent is 5. You're right. Hexagon is 6.
Hex is 6. And what's quint?
5.
5 is
It's also quint.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
5 is also 5, so there's a lot of ways to say it.
Yeah.
I am so confused right now. I was like, I thought a pentagon was.
It's okay. Math is hard. You take
So-
a cold shower and it'll make sense.
Okay. It'll all make sense when you get in that cold ass shower.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
All
Let's
right.
let's do the activity.
Okay,
Yeah, let's do it.
It's activity time.
your
We are, for those of you first joining us, we're going to do hashtag WTF or hashtag FWT. The panel's going to look at some fits. We're going to make comments on them, and each of them are going to vote whether they would hashtag fuck with that or hashtag what the fuck. So you guys ready?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's photos. Aw, babies.
So many pictures of my dog.
Okay, so let's go ahead and close our eyes while I bring up the first fit. And here we go.
Ooh.
So write down what your answer is, and then we'll go from there. And let's have Nick. Let's have you start. If you could also describe the outfit for our non-visual listeners and
All
what
right.
your thoughts are.
So it looks like he's got like black skinny jeans or joggers or something. I think they're skinny jeans with a cuff.
Yeah, they're cuffed.
Yeah, they're super dark denim with a cuff. Concord 11s. Bomber jacket that's black with some white stripes around the collar and just wearing it over like a plain white tee. I think it's a good look. I think it's like kind of simple. He's got the jacket to make it, try to be a little classy. He is at the gym
With a microphone.
with a mic in his hand.
with a microphone
With
in
a
his hand.
branded mic, so it looks like he's like.
But here's the
judging
thing. Here's the
something.
thing is I'm going to say fuck with that.
Okay.
All right.
First of all, hashtag I like the fit. I think it's a solid look. What the hell he's doing in a gym with this outfit and a microphone? Not sure I fuck with that.
He's filming for LionsTV.bs.
As
What
had
is
an
that?
Iron Man contest.
Iron Man contest.
It's a wrap.
So it's guys that are
Some kind of workout contest.
Yeah, that sounds
So he's
boring.
looking at dudes in G-strings, which I'm
Yeah.
on board for.
I'm kind of good on that, to be honest, but like I'm not the thing that I'm supposed to be talking about is his outfit, and his outfit is solid. His choice of activity, I mean, not how I'd spend a Saturday, but that's, different strokes for different folks.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I think it's a good outfit. I do like that he has black and white shoes and like a black and white outfit. It's very well color coordinated, I think. And the pretty good like ratio of black and white. It's like it's pretty consistent from the shoes to the pants to the shirt to the jacket.
Nice.
Like I think that's kind of like he definitely put thought into it and it doesn't look bad. I think it's a good outfit.
Sweet. Bjorn.
All right, so I'm also fuck with that. I'm feeling this. I've been feeling the bomber jackets. It's almost like a Letterman's jacket. I feel like
It has a varsity vibe. to
varsity.
this.
Yeah, like a varsity. I love the mix of the shininess of the patent leather on the shoes. Kind of matches the sleeves of it. I think
Yeah,
that
because it's
little
like a
touch,
wool body with like the
yeah, with
leather
like the leather,
sleeves.
but it's kind of a shiny leather. So you get that because you don't always have. I don't wear much shiny clothes, but I really like that little hint match the shiny and shiny. The black and white thing. The other thing is, you didn't mention this. He is bald with a beard, which is probably what I'm going to end up rocking eventually. I'm just avoiding the inevitable at this point, and
It's
just
not a bad look,
trying
dude.
to
I
hang
think
on.
he could do it.
I could probably pull this off. I'm just not quite ready because I feel like it's
I
like
think you should send it.
gonna be that for the rest of my life. Because
could
I'll
always-
like try
you
to
could
grow it
always
back,
get
and
a
I'm
hilarious
like,
toupee.
yeah,
Or
I'm
hair
like,
plugs. Hair plugs
I
are good
could.
now.
Well, I'm
Let's
gonna
go
try
get hair
this cold
plugs.
shower thing and see how that.
Yeah, that ain't gonna do shit. You should probably get hair plugs. I'll be honest. I would trust
I'm holding
science
out over,
and doctors.
over self-help books. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. The only thing I would change if I was actually gonna wear this outfit, like, because I'm all about it. The only thing I would change is, and it might just be the picture that they took, but I would probably I'd go V-neck, like a small V-neck on that. I think would really take this look to the next level.
Yeah, it would look a little less like this kind of looks like he just picked up a shirt out of the laundry.
Yeah.
I will say the t-shirt is the weak link of the outfit.
But I like the white tee under the jacket.
Oh, yeah.
I'm feeling that for sure because it does match with like the sleeves, the stripes of the sleeves and all that. But I think it needs like a V. I just feel like if you're gonna show this ankle, you got to show a little neckline.
Yeah.
Does that doesn't
He's
really make
showing
sense?
ankle. We
but-
need to see some of
yeah,
his
yeah,
cleavage.
yeah, I need some cleavage
Yeah.
if you're gonna show all
Just
that
the ankle's
ankle.
just such a tease. Come on.
You tease.
You tease.
Yeah, what a prude over here, not showing some skin.
Show
This
me
guy.
some collarbone, dude.
Yeah. I wanna see those. Paul, what about you? Where are you at on
I'm
this?
gonna say FWT. Fuck with that. It's clean, but I mean, I hate the background of the picture. It's just distracting. I will say
He kind of looks like your friend Tony.
the one thing that he could have done with this shirt, I don't mind the crew neck. I think it's clean and classic. If he just had like a simple, and I don't know why, a necklace, like just one, like maybe like a silver chain or something, just because he's on camera, so he has a mic. So maybe that wouldn't be appropriate, but maybe just a graphic on the front of the T-shirt would be nice too. Something it could be something simple like a black type of design or something to go with the outfit, or even a color pop. Like I could see like a yellow graphic on that, and that would look sick, or a red graphic, any type of color. So
Now, how do we feel about this? Because it's been happening to me lately, and I got made fun of as a kid. I could go into the whole story, but the T-shirt longer than the thing. So, like, if you were to button this up, it would look like you're wearing a little mini skirt.
Well,
I
mean,
was doing that the other day at the mall.
Yeah.
And I just caught my reflection. I was like, Bjorn, what are you, 12?
I personally, it bugs me when I wear something like that because then I'm like, oh great, my jacket's too small for me.
Yeah. That's
so
my
that's
thought
the look
too.
I have. I think it looks good on him. I just hate it because I don't have that body, so I can't pull that off.
Yeah, like,
honestly, it's kind of a
because
weird
if I
look.
button those bottom ones, it's just hugging the bottom of my belly.
Yeah, it's really hard to do with like those kind of jackets. Though are so short.
They're
like
all short.
all like leather jackets and
Yeah.
those kind of jackets are really short. So it's like, I think there's like, I don't know how they're supposed to look.
What's that song?
But I think they're supposed to look like this.
A long shirt and a short jacket.
Boom, boom, boom,
That's not
boom.
how that song goes.
Well, I think we're all in agreement. It's
Fuck with that.
So we're gonna send him a nice message, and that's Mr.T.Sell as in SELL. Check out his fit and let us know what you think. All right, eyes closed. We're gonna move to the next fit, and open up.
Oh, I know who this guy is. I see him on my feed all the time.
So put down your answers, and then Nick, we'll start with you if you can describe the fit, and then what your thoughts are.
Oh, we got like a hype beast grandpa over here.
Yeah.
He's got pink, off-white, whatever those are, like the ones that are just look like running sneakers.
The trainers.
Yeah, I forget what style that is. Some basic Nike shoe, but it's off-white and it's pink. White socks with the pants tucked in. Louis Vuitton joggers. Louis Vuitton sweater. Supreme hat and sunglasses. And this guy's like...
Those don't look like sunglasses. Those look like those transition
They're like...
lenses.
Yeah.
Those are
but this
bifocal
guy-
transitions.
But this dude has been old enough to wear transition lenses for like a couple decades.
Yeah.
Like this dude was probably like in Nam or something.
Possibly.
Like
Quite
this guy's fucking 70 something. I don't know. This guy is like a grandpa with with like hype beast shit on, which is hilarious to me. So 100% fuck with that.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Okay.
I hope if I'm like old and have a bunch of money that I spend it on fucking Supreme hats and Louis Vuitton and just dressing like a goofball just to like
Just posting weird shit. Just
honestly, I just like just to troll.
Yeah.
If nothing, like this guy's just trolling the kids because like he can afford the shit that the kids want.
Right.
And so he's just like, yeah, I got $1 billion. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna wear
this
pink
equity
off-whites.
of one of my homes that I still own.
Yeah, no, he
that I
doesn't even
rent
care
to
about
college students for
Yeah.
way too much money.
Yeah, no, this guy's money has been making him. This guy hasn't paid taxes in 30 years
He's like,
because he technically his income is zero because he makes all his money.
he could
from
have
stocks.
a pink 1% on the front of that shirt.
He should.
Totally.
He should.
It's on the back. It's on the back.
It's on the back.
No, this guy is a baller. 100%. This guy's awesome.
Okay. I'm gonna weigh in. I'm such a mixed thing for me. This is a what the fuck at the end of the day.
Okay.
I gotta go what the fuck. But I would talk to this dude and I would give him props on it. And I don't know why. It's like a mixed feeling. It's like I'm like, I don't know. Here's what I'm feeling: the Louis shirt and the sneakers.
The
I
pink
actually do like those two things.
You do have to give him credit for
But
how color coordinated the Louis V logo on his sweater
Crude.
is with the shoes. Pink Louis V logo, pink shoes.
I love that part,
Yeah.
but you lost me on the pants, and then you really lost me when you tucked your white socks into them.
Okay, you see, the white socks is what gave away that this guy is fucking around. Like, this guy's being a silly goose.
Okay.
And, like, to me...
He didn't just bike here.
That's even funnier. You're a billionaire just goofing around riding around town on a child's toy.
Or
that's hilarious.
One of those weird e-bikes. He would drive. He feels like an e-bike guy, right?
Yeah, he's got fucking arthritis, dude. This guy's 75.
He's like, oh my god.
He's 75 on like a mountain bike.
So I'll show you guys a few more pictures of them because it's so there's another one of him
More
at the beach,
Supreme.
and those are monarchs, I believe.
Ugh.
A little
Damn
bit more
right they are.
age appropriate there.
Yeah.
Stussy
then
hat
All the Travis
we got
Scotts.
that look.
with the Supreme shirt,
And then we got the
Dior shirt,
Dior.
the Supreme
Those
hat.
are probably Dior sneakers too. Just some Vans.
Uh-huh.
Are those Vans?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then a Thrasher t-shirt or hoodie.
This is
the
the
white
coolest,
hoodie. I've seen this dude.
This is the coolest hype beast grandpa ever.
I do kind of love it. He has like videos and stuff too.
Does he
of his
skate?
fitness. No,
Oh,
no.
that would be awesome. He's just like a rich guy that likes
I think
fancy clothes.
so. I think so. Or like
It's like a hype beast.
my guess. I like if I were to venture a guess, it'd be like his grandson, like asked for Travis Scott's or something, and then like introduced him to the world of sneakers. And he's like he reminds me of my actual grandfather, who was like he was all about brands. Like he would wear like the nicest brands. He would wear like brand colognes.
Oh,
he sold
okay.
cologne. He always had I don't remember, he like explained it to me one time. He was like, the reason why he drives a new Mercedes every year, I don't remember why, it was something about like he always bought a new Mercedes and he would sell it every year and get a new one, because then nothing ever broke on it.
Well, yeah, that is about how long they last.
Which is what you should do. If you have a Mercedes.
Yeah, it is a Mercedes Benz.
Yeah, no, exactly. He's
So
like, if
they
I
are
drive it for more
designed
than a year, then
to be leased. Yeah.
It costs $1,000 to fill a tire. So
yeah, right.
So I am in that school.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'd fuck with that. I want every single one of these looks, and I even love it more that he is. I mean, I think he's pulling it off. I think it works for him. And it's actually about the personality too, because you can't tell from you can kind of tell from the pictures that he's really into this and he enjoys fashion. And this is a post by Drip Rotation, who I think is makes custom clothes. So some of these are custom pieces.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
think he's Drip Rotation. He may be JD. But yeah, I love it. If that was my grandfather, we just have the
it's like the swaggiest grandpa of all time.
What cologne would he be wearing in this?
a cologne that I've never heard of, probably.
Yeah,
like if you're spending that much money,
this
on
feels like
clothes,
something really flowery, like a rose
I feel like-
forward.
Yeah,
I don't know how much
Something
does like
rose
the
and
nicest cologne
oud.
cost, like
Yeah,
$1,000
an
or
oud.
no,
something.
more than that.
Really?
Yeah, a Tom Ford colognes right now, like on the big bottles, you're looking at close to $1,800.
Jesus,
You might have
Christ.
just gotten Nick into cologne.
Nah, I'm not.
So, and I'm really into cologne, but yeah, he probably smells amazing. But I would say something with rose.
Yeah,
for
rose
sure.
or an oud. I would agree. That was
Yeah,
like my thought.
whatever he has, there's like a little gold flake in the bottle or something to make it cost more for no reason.
Like the Goldschlager of.
Yeah. It's like when people order a hamburger that costs $1,000 because it's got fucking gold dust on it. Yeah.
Where can you get
Like
those?
Vegas. There are places where people go just to
like Dubai.
Yeah, they want their money. They want to get rid of their money.
As fast as possible.
Yeah, and so they buy goofy shit like that.
I love it. So
Have you ever gotten perfume sprayed on your ice cream at Salt and Straw?
No.
Did you know you could do that?
Sounds disgusting.
It does.
No,
It does.
It sounds more disgusting
It's an
than
edible cologne.
This is something Joanna and I were actually talking about the other day. Was we were like talking about how Salt and Straw, like,
Which
to-
we've also been to twice recently because we went to
We
the
go a lot
23rd
'cause-
Bamboo Sushi
Yeah.
and I was still hungry
well,
both times.
and Salt and Straw's
Salt and
in the
Straw.
same building. Yeah, we go to that Salt and Straw pretty often, and like, the problem is they do have good ice cream, but they've built this reputation on making goofy ass flavors.
Mm-hmm.
And so instead of trying really hard to make something good, they're like, how do we put goat cheese and a pear in an ice cream?
I tried that one.
And
It was,
it's-
like interesting.
Exactly. But do you want a whole
wasn't-
bowl of it?
It wasn't
no.
gross.
No, it's not. It's
I
not
just
like
get
you don't
salted
vomit.
caramel every time.
Yeah, so do I. I always try the seasonal
I
thing.
try the
See,
weird
and I,
stuff.
I always get the seasonal
He always
all the
gets the
time
weird
because
stuff.
I can get that anytime.
Right, I always try the seasonal.
I
I'm
just-
like,
I
which
just
of
go for
these,
it.
which of these looks the least revolting?
Here's how I do it.
and I try it.
I get a bite of the regular stuff
Mm-hmm.
because I know I like it so much. Hey, I'll try that. I'm like, yep, that's how I remember it, and then I just buy the other stuff.
No, I'm the exact opposite. I try the weird thing. I'm like, okay, that's interesting. If I'm gonna commit to eating a whole bowl of it, I don't want it to suck, and so I get like the reliable. I get like the salted caramel or like the coffee. You know.
And I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But I also really appreciate that Paul just goes for it.
It
and
is-
gets
yeah.
the wild one.
I have
Yeah,
to.
shout out to you for sending it that hard on Salt and Straw, but also it is a little bit annoying to
Dude,
me.
when we
that
went to
they-
Bamboo Sushi, we got all the desserts, and then I still wanted to go to the Salt and Straw afterwards.
Bjorn's been on a
Dude,
food
Here's the
bender.
thing: is you
Ugh.
need to
Gluten
eat,
is in everything,
Right.
and it's filling.
right.
That's
you need
the
to eat
thing.
more meat, and you need to
I
eat.
hate meat, but I am eating more of
Yeah,
it.
eat. Why do
And
you hate about
vegetables.
it? It's so good.
Straight up, I like it on sandwiches, and like I like it like with bread or with noodles or
Nah,
with
I think
like,
you got to get into
sauce.
like steaks.
I think this is a good opportunity
good
to
shit like
try
that.
different
I
things in
have
different
been.
ways.
Also,
you
like
might
quinoa.
surprise yourself.
Do stuff like quinoa. Quinoa is awesome, and it's like way more filling than rice.
Ugh. It's like, it's just like, I wasn't even that into eating, and then now I can't even eat the few things that I like.
We've talked about this. You're not like that. You
I'm
don't.
not a foodie.
You don't like food that much. You
No.
you
I
use
eat to
food because you
live.
need to.
Yeah.
Not live to eat.
Oh, I would.
Well, and
if I
but
was
my
like
favorite
that, I
things
would weigh
are
30 pounds less
sauces.
than I do.
What?
If I was like that, I would weigh like 30 pounds less than I do.
I mean,
Like,
that's why I'm
I
so
get
heavy.
so obsessed with food. Like I'll get hungry for something, and then like I think about it, and it's like I get so excited about it.
Okay, I get mad that I have to eat. I wish I could just like drink a smoothie and just be good.
Wait, can't you?
Not.
Can't you just take vitamins and
I've
drink
tried
protein
that.
shakes?
I've
and
tried
shit?
that. It doesn't work.
Oh,
You need
okay.
like real. It doesn't last.
Oh yeah, because your body needs to like break it down as part of the process. Like
Yeah.
that's part of how you feel full.
And you just are like hungry a few hours later. Anyway, we should do the last look and then
Yeah, let's do
be
this.
done.
Okay.
And I'm done complaining. And now all I'm thinking about is
You
how
sure?
bad I want.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
All right.
I do really want that hot chicken on the way home that I can't have.
Okay. Final look. Closed eyes.
All right.
We're gonna go to One of our followers, undefeated_vintage, always tags us in looks. We really appreciate it. We love sharing them. And thank you for being a follower and checking out our podcast. Shout out to you. Let's see what you guys think. And let's go back to Bjorn.
Me first. All right.
And if you could describe the look too.
Oh, yeah. So it looks like you've got, are those the Spider-Man Jordan ones or just the regular?
Those are those brand new ones that just came out.
Oh, okay.
Called the Lost and Found.
Oh, shit. They're the Lost and Found.
Yep,
okay.
they are.
So those are like a high. And then is it a sweatshirt? I'm not sure. Or is it denim?
Looks like it's the T-shirt. There's a T-shirt, and then there is a jacket. This is a
so there's a jacket with green skulls, and then some classic Levi's. I want to say 501s, but I have
512s.
512s. Cool. I'm more of a 514 guy. Just and my birthday's coming up. I'm just kidding. What the fuck am I doing? Oh, so it's a Supreme jacket?
Yeah, it's a Supreme jacket with, it looks like a Spider-Man T-shirt
Okay.
or something like that.
Like some kind of superhero kind of moment thing going on in the T-shirt. And then is that an off-white belt?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So for this look, this one is a fuck with that for sure for me. I love a low-key Christmas, like not actually Christmas. I like trying to do Christmas colors, but don't look like Christmas. So the green and the red, this is brilliant. I love it because green and red go together, but you got to be careful because otherwise it looks like you just love fucking Christmas. But I love this. I might have gone with a black jean or a darker denim personally, but like this is fine. I really like that jacket a lot. It's a lot. It's really busy. I typically go with a plain jacket and then a crazy t-shirt. Like I would flip it if I was to actually put this outfit together because I don't own a jacket like that, but I own t-shirts that look like that. And so I would do it. I would do like a dark denim over a t-shirt like that. And then the red Jordans, the off-white belt. I'm really curious, is it just like, are they just obscenely long so that they always hang down? Or
what, the belts?
Yeah. Because every time I see
think
one,
they are designed to hang
it
down.
like hangs like I'm in middle school again. Because belts used to do that on me. We used to call it the big dick belt. I don't know why. You know the belt, the long belt? Did you ever do that?
Yeah, you tuck it over and then under and then down.
And let it dangle like a dick. Like, but yeah, I'm into it. I like it. It's sweet.
All right. Nick.
All right, just to be a contrarian, I'm gonna go what the fuck. Honestly, because I like the sneakers, I like the jeans, I like the belt. But for me, superheroes, not into it.
Yeah.
Skulls, not into it. So like the jacket and the t-shirt, I would never wear either of those things ever in my life. And so I felt like it would be inauthentic for me to claim that I fucked with it just because those are hyped Jordans. But 100% those Jordans are dope. Like, I totally fuck with the sneakers, but the rest of the outfit, like, jeans are jeans. Off-white belt, kind of cool. Definitely, like, not a no-go for me. But the jacket and the t-shirt, I don't do the superhero thing, and I don't do skulls.
I love that the superhero thing is a thing again, or whatever.
I don't know. I just don't get it. I never read comic books growing up, so it's just not for me. Yeah. That's really what it is. Is there's like...
You don't have that sentimental value.
Yeah, there's zero sentimental value to it for me. It's just like, I never read comic books. I didn't really like the movies.
You didn't have... You know where my main superhero interaction was?
Where?
I loved wearing superhero underwear. Like, whitey tighties... They were white and they had red. I think there was like Fruit of the Loom or something. And then on the back, there was like superheroes. And I thought that was the coolest fucking thing. I always thought it was, I loved those. It's part of why I've had like an underwear thing for a while. And like, that was my interaction though with superheroes. I loved superhero underwear. It was like, it was like that thing of like, I'm secretly amazing. I don't know. I'm secretly powerful. Like, I'm really powerful down in this area. Like, I love that.
We'll see after the cold shower how you feel.
How powerful you really are. I slip into my superhero undies after that.
Nice.
Yeah, I never had anything like that with superheroes, so like
I
would definitely not wear this shirt. And that jacket, like, I don't know. I don't get the skulls.
I love the skulls. I don't know why.
I
It's just
think
like a thing.
It might be part of like skateboarding, because skulls are big in skateboarding, aren't they?
Well, I don't know, dude. There was just this moment where, like, literally I worked at a skate shop and we would get something in, and the owner of the skate shop fucking hated this. Anytime we would get a product with a skull on it, it would sell out so fast. And he was just like, great, another skull thing. And then it would just sell. And he was like, thank God it's out of here. But he would have to order it all the time.
Yeah, because it was like a hot selling item,
like,
but he just didn't get it.
He hated it.
Right, you
so
see,
much.
I understand. I get where that guy's coming from, because I know people like him, but it's like, I just don't get it. I don't get it in any context. It just never seems like a thing I would want to. I just don't understand why a
Like,
human skull
dude,
is
I
something
remember.
I want.
I used to
I don't
rock
know.
this brand.
you
You
get
can you can look it up.
You get skulls?
Yeah, I'll explain
Okay.
why in a second.
Oh, okay.
You
I'm
can look this
interested.
brand up. Zero Skateboards. They had this logo, and I used to rock. I loved Zero Skateboards. I had the hoodie. I had the skateboard. I had the T-shirt. Just go back and see that logo. That Zero. That right there. It's just like this like weird hand drawn looking skull, and it says Zero like on the forehead. That's a classic. Like, I had the skateboard, the shirt. I had this bleeding one with the blood.
That one looks like a Punisher skull. That looks like you're a right wing cops. They're the best type of guy now. I mean, they
this
kind of
was
ruined that logo, but
2000 and 2099 ish is when this was. But
bleeding
dude,
skull.
you know how stoked I was when they put this skull on Sid in Toy Story.
They did.
He's straight up. Look that up. Sid from Toy Story is wearing this logo without the Zero words. They totally they completely look. That is that skull. Like,
Oh,
he
it totally is.
totally had it. I was so stoked when I saw that movie.
Oh, look at that.
yeah, there
it
he
is.
Like,
So they were like, that was the bad kid, and he had
Yeah,
the skull
I don't know,
shirt
it was
that
just
you
like the
guys had, and you
badass
were
kid.
like, oh.
I mean, I know he's like a bully or whatever.
And I
but
think he was kind of like a psychopath. He was taking his
Yeah.
toys apart and sewing them back together.
yeah, it's a little problematic, but I was still stoked on it because it was badass, and I had everything for it.
No, 100%.
So skull thing.
All right, Paul, what's the deal with skulls?
All right, so I fuck with this. Before I get into that, good call. The outfit would be better served with black jeans, especially with those shoes.
Thank you.
I think the shoes would probably get a little bit lost with this lighter denim. The black on black, and then you got that focus of white and red at the bottom would make them really pop. I like the skulls. I'd probably do a plain black T-shirt.
Yeah, it's
because
lot.
the skulls, you've got three major pieces, but it's also like if I see him walking down the street, I'm like, okay, cool. Like he's into fashion. Skulls. I mean, skulls have kind of been like, if you think about some of the major villainous characters in most like Skeletor.
Yeah.
And then we have this kind of also reminds me a little bit of the Green Goblin, but then Ghost Rider was that was probably one of my first like big, oh my gosh, it's a cool anti-hero that's a skull.
I loved my Ghost Rider whitey tie.
Yeah. And also, like, if you think about a lot of movies too in the 80s and 70s, horror movies where they had the stop motion skulls fighting each other. So skulls, it's just such a part of society, and kind of it has that kind of badass type of vibe to it.
What was the G.I. Joe bad guy?
That was I don't remember.
It's Cobra King.
Yeah.
Cobra Commander.
I guess the Terminator kind of was like
The
a skull.
Terminator. There's so many references in pop culture to skulls and how they're scary, but it just permeates throughout society. So when you see a skull, it's like, oh, okay, because it's kind of like you, kind of understanding why that person's a villain in a way. And so skulls, I like skulls. So.
Yeah, I was always into wearing skulls. I think it was like, for me, it was just like, it was a turning point in like middle school where like people were making fun of me. And then I just was like, I wanted something badass that wouldn't get made fun of. Now maybe it would, but it was
So you
just
got like some skulls, and then it was like,
yeah. And it's like, then people don't fuck with you as much.
Yeah.
You know?
It's kind
I
of a
get that.
badge. It's kind of a badge.
Like I started wearing skull t-shirts, and then I started getting into fights, and then no one messed with me anymore.
yeah, I guess like
I went from getting beat up by everyone and made fun of for my frog shirts and sweatpants that I wore exclusively, and I switched to wearing like skater pants and wearing skate shoes and wearing skull t-shirts and picking fights. And then I didn't get made fun of or picked on anymore. And then I didn't have to keep fighting. I just had to get into a few. But that was what it was for me going through middle school. So I think that's where it's nostalgic to me, where it's sort of like, don't fuck with me.
Yeah.
You know?
It's also pirates. Like, think about pirates.
Pirates.
It's in our culture.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's as common as plaid.
Yeah, right.
no, I'm not saying they're not common. They're just not for me.
Yeah. And yeah.
I could have guessed that this look was not for you. I would be.
Yeah, superheroes and skulls is too like cartoonish.
Like,
I'm not into cartoons.
No, you're not. You're not into like. You're not like that man-child. Like, the only man-child shit you do is like Call of Duty. Like, would you wear a Call of Duty shirt?
No. I would never advertise that I play Call of Duty. I don't give a fuck about Call of Duty enough to want to talk to anybody
you
who
approach
does.
Call of Duty like most people approach porn. Like, you just... It's
No,
a secret. You don't tell anybody.
No, it's not a
You're
secret. I just don't prioritize
it. My search terms are...
You come at the end and feel dirty afterwards.
Yeah.
I do get hard when I play it. But that's more just from the violence.
Yeah, I get it.
Search terms are modern warfare.
Boobies. Oh, I love it. Well, I already actually a couple days ago, he tagged us in this, so I left a message. I said, yeah, we'd fuck with that. So I kind of preemptively did that.
Oh, cool.
So thanks again, Undefeated Vintage, and all the other looks we saw, and thanks for all the feedback. That was fun.
You want to take us out, Paul?
Sure. So just wanted to introduce our newest sponsor. It's the National Association for Showers, now cold and gluten-free. So thank you for pitching in to help this podcast keep going. Please feel free to subscribe to us. We're on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, any streaming platform, and also be sure to like us on social. That's essentially liking me on Size 10 Podcast, on Facebook too as well. And that's it.
Yeah.
Thanks everybody.
Thanks.
Bye.